ever seen soldiers on the streets in a movie and wondered, can that actually happen? Well, there's a specific US law that deals with exactly this, and it's called the Posse Comitatus Act. It sounds complicated, but stick with me, and we'll break it down. So, what is it? Passed way back in 1878, the Posse Comitatus Act is a federal law that generally prohibits the use of the US military, specifically the Army and the Air Force, for domestic law enforcement purposes. Think of it as a line drawn in the sand, separating military duties from civilian policing. The core idea is to protect civil liberties and prevent a situation where the military, which is trained for combat, is used against its own citizens. Why was this law created? It was a response to the end of the Reconstruction era, a period after the Civil War when federal troops were used to enforce laws in the former Confederate States. Many felt this was an overreach of federal power, so Congress passed the act to limit the president's ability to use the military in this way. It's a key part of the American tradition of civilian control over the military. Now, you might be thinking, but I've seen the National Guard helping out during disasters. That's a great point, and it highlights an important distinction. The Posse Comitatus Act doesn't typically apply to the National Guard when they are operating under the command of a state governor. In those cases, they act as a state force, helping with things like natural disaster relief or civil disturbances. It gets a bit more complex when the president federalizes the National Guard, but for the most part, their state-level role is different. There are also a few specific exceptions to the act. For instance, military personnel can be used in situations authorized by the Constitution or other acts of Congress, like the Insurrection Act, which allows the president to deploy troops domestically under very specific, extreme circumstances to suppress rebellion. So the Posse Comitatus Act is a crucial, though often overlooked, piece of legislation that shapes the relationship between the military and civilian life in the United States. It's a safeguard for our rights, ensuring that the powerful tools of the military are reserved for their intended purpose and not for day-to-day law enforcement. I hope this helped demystify a complex topic. If you found this interesting, please hit that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.